want to tell you a quick story about this idiot that was terrorizing our neighborhood by driving around his pickup way too fast. He had a souped up pickup with a 454 and he was white smoking his tires off of every stop sign. I mean, just driving way too fast, being a complete idiot. And one day I heard him. I was standing out in the front yard with my family and I heard this guy and I was like, I know the note of that engine. I mean, it's like a big 454 and I'm like, I think that's the guy. Sure enough, the guy comes down to the bottom of our street and I see him and he turns up our street. And I'm already my mind is just in the fight mode. George Carlin said, never argue with an idiot because they will only drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. And so I start scrambling around. I start looking around for something to throw at this guy, this jerk. And I pull off my flip-flop. It's all I can find, right? But please understand, this isn't like a little Walmart flippy, crappy little flip-flop. This is like a $50 flip-flop, like a Chaco. It's got Vibram soles. It's four-wheel drive. It's a no-joke flip-flop. He white smokes his tires at the bottom of my street, just already going 50 miles an hour by the time he gets to my house. And I wind up like Nolan Ryan. As I was cocked back like this, I noticed that his window was down. And I thought, man, maybe I can hit him right in the mouth. And it connects like that. I mean, just puts a dent in the side of his truck. And he slams on his brakes like that. And I'm in complete fight mode. I'm so pissed off. I'm completely out of my mind. And so I run out in the middle of the street and I'm just waiting for him to get out of his pickup. I'm I'm standing there. I've got my chest out. I'm standing there I'm trying to act like just like a lion, right? Like if you get out of your truck, I'm going to eat you. He got out of his truck and he was livid. He came around the back of his truck and he went and looked at the dent and I'm just standing there. You don't ever really want to get into a fight because when you get into a fight, even if you win the fight, you're still going to get hurt. He outweighs me by 30 or 40 pounds. And I'm looking at this guy like it's about to be on. And he starts to take a couple of steps and I stuck my hand out like this and I said, if you take another step, I'm going to consider it a threat. And I will attack. I have no idea where that line came from. Like, what the heck? But it worked. The line worked. And he got back in his pickup. And he took off. So I'm standing there with one shoe. My heart's beating out of my chest. And I'm looking around for my flip-flop. And you guessed it. That son of a gun took my flip-flop. And so the reason I tell you this story is because I completely lost my mind, right? I wasn't able to think. I was in my limbic system. I was just no ability to think at all. I was just in fight mode. I mean, the guy could have stepped out of his truck with a shotgun and mowed me down for all I know. And so the moral of the story is to never ever wrestle with a pig. Because when you do, you're going to get dirt all over you. And the worst part is that the pig is going to enjoy it. Because I guarantee you that guy put my flip-flop in his back pocket and went to the bar that night with all his buddies. And they were like, hey man, what's the deal with your flip-flop? Oh, let me tell you. And I'm sure they told this big story and there was peals of laughter, right? So I'm asking myself, who was the asshole? Well, I think we both were. It was kind of worth it, no, but kind of not. Have a blessed day.